1,400 metres the trip. Racing Supernova returns. Last year's Panasonic Cup winner, Simply Invincible. He's a Group 1 winner in his native New Zealand. Fight Heroes come at barrier 2, but he normally goes back. Super Lifeline gets the blinkers back on, a 6-time course and distance winner, albeit it's been a while. Rise High makes his debut. Green Card goes up in class, a last start course and distance winner. 50-50, up in class, up in trip. And Lucky Dollar from barrier 1 with Chad Schofield.
50-50, we've spoken about the form line behind him, and in New Zealand when he won his maiden over 1,400 he led all the way, so there's the chance that he could get across. Most of the pace looks to be drawn wide with the exception of Lucky Dollar, who could be able to zip up inside from a low barrier, but I think 50-50 will cross with Alma Baby, might leave a few caught out wide like Big Bang Bong and Healthy Joyful, but potentially he can probably dictate this race 50-50.
But first horse we'll look at is Big Bang Bong. Now, he's going along here nicely. I don't know if he's quite tuned up, though, for this particular race, but he's a nice horse and he's run some very good races. And this is his piece of work here on the 1st of October leading into this particular contest. And then we backed it up on the 5th of October with this piece here. So he has had those 2 gallops. I just think whatever he, what I've seen anyway, he will improve, I think. And he should be in for a reasonable season as well, Big Bang Bong. Rise High, I thought I'd show the newcomer here. He's had lameness issues. 1,094 is what he'll strip at for his debut run. He's the one closest to us, just going on a little bit. So thought this gallop was okay. Here's 50-50, just a nice slow piece on the 30th of September. This was his first bit. As you can see, he's a nice, big, strong horse. I do like this horse. I think he's game to the top. 50-50. He was in the mud there, didn't seem to bother him. And then he's backed it up on just the other day, the 6th of October, with this run here. Again, he wasn't pushed out at all. As you can see, he's keen to go on with the race. So I think he's cherry ripe going into this particular contest.
All right, all looks good for him, 50-50. We're back at the touchscreen, though, to have a look at some of these horses in action. And we'll start off with Healthy Joyful and California Whip. He's been pretty honest so far, California Whip. Well, both of them have, I suppose, to a certain extent. Here they are, both have been the middle of the picture. Healthy Joyful actually covered a fair bit of ground, so probably entitled to back out of it, but he didn't really do that.
Yeah, out of the 2 in profiling here, Andrew, I'm more probably interested in California Whip. I haven't got him in the tips, but he is a horse I've got a bit of time for. He's after a high achievement bonus should he be winning. And he's had the 2 runs back and he might be able to find a little bit more with the benefit of those 2 runs underneath his belt. The overall record for Healthy Joyful in this class doesn't read that well. So I think Class 3 is where he wants to be, Healthy Joyful, and the wide barrier just confirmed that I'm happy to put the pen through him. There
was a bit of rain around on his second start too, California Whip. I don't think suited him at all. So yeah, so I think he had a little excuse then. So I snuck him in for 3rd.
Yeah, he's an exotic player, isn't he? It's hard to make a winning case for him. I found it hard to make a winning case for him anyway. But
yeah, I just wonder whether maybe they might be able to find a race for him on the dirt too, because I get the feeling he goes quite well there.
He does, yeah.
All right, second horse we're going to have a look at here is Green Card. Now, he is up in class, but his only other try in this grades, and he ran all right. How does he go this time?
Well, it's an interesting one. I mean, he is a horse that doesn't win out of turn. The 2 times he's won, everything's sort of happened for him and the race has worked out perfectly. Now, he does come in with a lightweight. I don't know whether or not he's going to get the pace. He's certainly fit and I think would be a contender should things unfold for him the way he wants. But I'm not quite sure they will, so I'm going to let him go this time.
Yeah, I have too. He hasn't put 2 in a row together before.
Yeah.
And everything, as Brett says, he's a horse that everything needs to go as well.
Yeah, I'd take him on a win line, but if you're playing quartets and something like that, you might want to sneak him in.
He's in full.
Imperial Gallantry again and Hay Run we were talking about earlier on, just finishing the race off.
Yeah, but I think if you sort of spoke about those horses in this class of race, you'd probably sort of be looking elsewhere too. I think the quality here is pretty deep.
All right, OK. Well, speaking of quality, 50-50. He's looked all that so far. Let's get some words from his jockey, Karis Deaton.
Karis, 50-50, good win on the opening day of the season. How do you think he'll measure up in Class 2 on Sunday?
Yeah, it was a very nice win from him. He's a improving type. He's definitely improved from his first run. Of course, he's nice stepping up in class, but I think he's got a bit of ability, so shouldn't be a problem.
Were you happy with his barrier trial on Tuesday?
Yes, it was nice. He just had a nice easy trial just to stretch his leg a little bit. He's going, like I say, he's going up in class with lightweight, and the trial was good. He's nice and healthy.
What about the step up to 1,400 metres?
Yeah, no problem. I think it will be much better for him. Will be no rush. He can just be very comfortable, and when it's time to let down, I'm pretty sure he will be able to let down.
All right, might be Karras' best right, might be his best bet for one of the team members as well, so we'll come back to that in a second. So we've got another race to have a look at here. This is at Happy Valley. The horse that we're going to concentrate on is Super Lifeline. So he's in, well, right at the front there, but the other two horses of interest, Lucky Dollar in behind and Alma Baby just covered up behind CJ at this point in the purple, both running good races.
I made the error earlier on in the season making Alma Baby my long shot when he was first up over this course and distance, and then he went back to the Valley 1200 and ran his best race. So I'm not having him. Don't think this is the right race. Super Lifeline, on the other hand, you made a case for him this night, Andrew. I didn't like him at all. He ran a huge race. His second up record is outstanding. He is a quality horse on his day. He'll be going in for me.
Yeah, I stake by him and Lucky Dollar, because Lucky Dollar's 2 runs have been at Happy Valley. I don't think he's suited by Happy Valley. Coming back to Sharton, I think is a good thing. Yeah,
I keep remembering that win over the 1,000 from Lucky Dollar where he looked very, very impressive. So he's worth another opportunity, particularly from the low gate.
All right, but I've got a feeling 50-50 is going to be on top, Paul.
It is, yeah. I made him the horse to follow for the season 50-50. Nothing's put me off. I think he's a really nice horse going to the top. So I think he'll win. Lucky Dollar is the one for second. California Whip third. Super Lifeline fourth. I played QQP 3, 13 and 14 because I think 50-50 be odds on by the time the race starts.
Yeah, he's on top for me as well, 50-50. I think he can find the front, probably run all the way to the winning line in that position. So him on top, 50-50 from Super Lifeline, who I think will stalk and be a big chance of running him down. Racing Supernova, Simply Invincible, both have got the class. Racing Supernova's got a particularly good fresh record, but 13, 7, 1 and 2.
Yeah, super race to finish the programme, race number 10. Straight into the statistics though for this week. We're going to focus in on Zach Purton, and in particular a horse he'll be riding, Paul.
Yeah, look, he's had a great start to the season, hasn't he? 55% first 3 rate. The horse he is in the first. He looks a nice horse, amazing start. Darcy Brahma out of a Bright Abyss, and as you can see, expecting 1,000 up to 1,600 metres with this particular horse. And we saw his brother run, as I mentioned at the start of the show. Cheerful Jet ran well as well. He's a nice horse for Casper Found. So the mare's done well.
All right, we had a bit of fun with the best bets midweek. What have we come up with this time?
Willie Way for me. I think he's a dirt specialist, goes well fresh, and the race should pan out to suit him. And the big outsider here, Bulb Elite, he's a $68 chance, but I think he can improve quite a lot. For my best player, I'll go Quinella Place, Divine Boy, Sunny Win, and Willie Way.
I'm going for a horse in Class 5, Real Deal. I think completely different horse to what we saw last season. 4-1 for Zach Purton. And the first race is a race full of a lot of talented youngsters. Alcari, I think, will be a decent price. He's the long shot, and that's the QQP best play. 6, 7, 9, race 1.
All right, best for me. He should be in the black. I wouldn't have him odds on, but Endearing in race number 5 to go back-to-back. Sam Clipperton on board, and Hey Run staying on strongly as he steps up to mile. He's won a listed race over a mile at Flemington. QQP around Hey Run, Rattan, Indigenous Union. I think he'll be a price as well. So hopefully that should bring about some returns. But we're just about out of time, boys. So we'll see you on Sunday.
Trackside.
Yep. Absolutely. So on behalf of Brett, Paul and the rest of the team, that's the show. Thanks for watching. Hopefully see you at Shartin when we will be racing to win.
Good night.
Good night.